Pretty sure I disabled that. Good morning, One Life. So today, a little bit slower day in the small caps in my price range. It may be some under 5 that are kind of moving, but we're here. Another beautiful day for trading. I have been very interested in a couple of plays, but specifically uranium. I've been looking at uranium, and I just really think that thing can go up. I was looking out at the futures for uranium, and it's basically going straight up. And I was looking at, I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna find me some uranium stocks and build on. So that's what I've been doing past couple of days, and just letting it sit back there, just ride. Over here on Street Smart Edge, I'll show you what I've been looking at. Trading View. This is the uranium futures. So literally, it's just been in this dip, came back up, and I'm looking for a test of these highs at some point. This is just the futures. The ticker symbol is UX1 exclamation mark on Trading View. The other things that had me looking over here at uranium were the ETF URA. So this is the uranium URA. It's had a nice little dip off and came into this consolidation and starting to get a little bit of an uptick. You can see it here on the weekly chart, how it's just been moving up, slowly just creeping up. And I like it, but that's the ETF. And then the other things, the other two stocks that I've been watching for uranium is UROY and LTBR. And I've already taken some shares on it, and just looking to build a nice little position in these two. Other things that I've been looking at are uranium articles. Found some news articles over here that I will drop into the Discord. What's up, Daniel B? So just been reading through a couple of articles, the Washington Post, and just gathering more and more information um, about how the uranium supply will be affected if the U.S. Ends up metering or tapering the amount of uranium they get from them, and how it'll really affect the world in general. Like, who's going to be the next mass producer of uranium. What's up, SB? So I got a couple of articles here. No, not that one. Yeah. And I'm going to link all of these into the Discord. But I'm just going to show you guys the two stocks that I was looking at and have already entered and going to be holding for the long term. Russia prompts calls to rethink U.S. uranium imports. Have a couple of them. And all of these are articles from this month that I was reading over. Without new uranium mines, U.S. runs the risk of European-style reliance on Russia energy. All right, so let's get back over here to the charts, and I'll put these in the link in the description and put these in the Discord. But over here on the charts, where's my entries? Right here. So this one I entered was UROY, making its way up here. Just has been uptrending very slowly, just very slowly uptrending. And so I did enter this one. I do like that it has all of this support under here, from the $3 down here to the $2. And let's put this as some support, a little support channel in here. And I am willing to add to this in this support, which I already have some limit orders already set down here if it wants to throw wicks down. But anyway, just looking at it come up, and it has a little bit of a high here as well, so we can kind of draw this trend going down. Okay. So yeah, has a little trend here. Nice little 450. Looks like it'll be a 450 break at some point in the future. But yeah, just letting it run. And looking at these, like this level here of support, identifying levels of support is what I've been trying to do better. And I just wanted to certify above these levels. Just continue to make those double and triple bottoms above these levels and continue up this uptrend. The other one, I got 25 shares of that one. My average price is $4.16. I entered this one 2 days ago. 2 or 3 days ago. This other one, LTBR, is literally a super low play. I only took 15 shares on this one because I'll add to it if it shows me a little bit more confidence. But it's been slowly uptrending as well. And I'm just going to be holding these over the long term. So the trend line down here is the $4. But it has certified some bottoms here at the 5. So someone was building a position around here at the 5. So just letting those two play out. Only 15 shares in that one right now. Both of these are on the lower float side. If they want to pop, they can pop. If they want to drop, it'll be a low risk drop for me. Anyway, back to the stocks for this morning. Let's get into it. So on TOS, we see that we have Sieve, which was one that popped up for some reason the other day. I mean, it popped up pretty big, got up to $9. It's below the 200 moving average on the daily here. Got up there to $9, but that was the Suno group. Okay, really didn't like that catalyst. Let's see what else we got. We got Tesla back over 1,000. It's always going back and forth. CCL, what is this? Kungard a point. Matt Gaves doesn't have any news for today. Carnival, check out. But these are the higher float stocks, which usually end up chopping around a little bit, but can still pick a direction and go very strongly. Elon. American Airlines released this earnings, I believe, earlier today. Where's my phone? Let's see who has earnings today. Might have been earlier this week. Today is the 21st. Any big names in earnings releases? Snap. Snap is doing. Oh yeah, American Airlines did release this morning. AT&T also, and then Snap is releasing their earning. Saba is releasing their earnings as well. Sava, T, American Airlines, Snap. Let's see what Sava's looking like. It's been dipping for a while, down to $20. Let me flip up the where is the right one? Okay. More than enough funding to function until the approval process is finished. Worth considering after hitting its latest trough. So yeah, Sava's definitely come down quite a bit. Let's look over here on Sava. Wow. This yearly chart looks like it had a rough little year, of course. Back down to 20 bucks. All right, what's on the earnings? What else is on the earnings now? Some of these names I'm not familiar with. Maybe you know some. Snap, First Energy, PPG. Okay. IPOs. We got Yoda acquisition that's gonna be coming out, or it should have came out yesterday. LTY. None of these look like anything that I would like. All right, small cap news. Let's see what we got. Well, a Yurkin receives a flower sales license. Okay. Technology, metals, and mining. Battery metals. Submits formal application for Department of Energy, ATVM. May need to look up some lithium stocks as well. There's most of those companies don't just focus on lithium. They have like multiple metals that they dig for or mine for. Tesla shares jump after record earnings. I bet. They spent all that time saying how Elon messing with Twitter was going to decrease not Twitter, decrease Tesla's value, just to see Tesla jump through the roof. Benzinga. Okay. So as of right now, it's just kind of like a sit and wait with SEV up only up 5%. I think it's going to end up going down today. Looking at the 4-hour chart over here, had a nice little rip up, $4. Came down into this dip, surprised everyone with the short squeeze from the 7s up to the 9, and now we're on this 4 hours. So it continues to get these nice pushes down from that 9. So a lot of selling pressure over the top. Wait a minute. Lawrence said, did anyone see that DeSantis is stripping Disney of their rights to self-govern in Florida? Interesting. Let's go look at Disney, DIS. How has that affected their price? Let me look at the news over here. DIS. Disney kicked the hornet's nest. Competitors do not get the same privileges. Okay. Yeah, Disney's been heading down for a while. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, One Life. Somebody's about to bite the bag and somebody's about to hold the bag. Okay. SCV. Where is the fire news, man? Just don't see any fire news today. The entire reason Disney has those rights is because those counties don't have the resources to offer emergency response services. So Disney pays for fire department, police department, and and medical facility on the park grounds. DeSantis is stripping Disney. Yes, heard about that. SB said. Mm-hmm. Let me look and see what kind of other earnings are coming up in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, SB, Disney was basically Florida's government. uh, let's see. Whirlpool, Activision has earnings on Monday. ATVI. See, Coca-Cola has earnings on Monday, supposedly. And if not on Monday, it'll probably be sometime next week. Because sometimes the posted dates don't happen. Let's see. PayPal. PayPal has earnings on, what day was this? April the 27th. Go look at PayPal. Wow, PayPal is definitely took a nice little dip. Don't know what those earnings are going to look like off the 96 there, but it looks like a double bottom on PayPal. That's crazy. How much further can it go down? And what's the risk level here on this little double bottom at the 90? So it was up here at 177, dropped down to 142, creeped on down. Yeah. So Facebook is also earnings on the 27th. McDonald's has earnings on the 28th. What is McDonald's? MCD. We're about 5 minutes to the bell. Twitter has earnings on the 28th. We'll see how all of this madness with Elon plays out. That's pretty much all of them that I see. They got Chevron and Exxon as well on the 29th. But that's pretty much all I really see. McDowell's. No, McDonald's. Who is this? Someone who doesn't have my number, so I ain't answering. All right. Looks like market will pop today. Daniel B said looks like the market will pop today. We shall see. The SPY is definitely up at the 448. Let me get the SPY up here. SPY right at this 200 moving average. On the yearly chart, it has pulled back up quite a bit. Nice little bottom there at the 430s on the monthly. So yeah, looking nice. Got a minute left. Beru, ATER. Tesla will push, probably so with those good earnings. Matter of fact, I'll put everything over here that has some pretty good movement in it. Tesla, AAL will watch. And what was the other one? Small caps, nothing really looking good. We'll watch Sev die. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready to see what happens this morning with the SPY, with everything else. Market is pretty even, red and green over here. 4 seconds left to the open. American Airline taking a little dip. Tesla. Whoa, this is not Tesla. What in the world is this? That scared me right there. I was like, why does it look like this? Okay, so yeah, Tesla getting a nice little run up to 1,000. $1,065 here at the bottom. Previous consolidation was right here at the 1,068. So Tesla making a little move down. Let's see, do we have any other newcomers? Everything right here is red so far. American Airlines is something that kind of slipped down as well. High of day 20, so a little bit, very lot smaller range than Tesla, of course. This thing moved from the 80s down to the 60s, so that's a $20 move. Look on the 4-hour for Tesla. Over here on the 4-hour for Tesla, it does look like it has a little bit of a double top there. Just a little bit. We'll see if it can be strong and continue through that 1080. Coming back green on the day. Going up there to the highs. We'll see what kind of exercise it wants to. The SPY is also getting back up to the 450. Going up and checking out the 450 there. What was the high? High of the 449.94. Veru, Tesla, INDO. It's got the SPY over here touching highs. Let's see what is INDO doing today. Nothing much. Tesla going and breaking that high right there. 1080s. Wow. UAL just popped up there. Switch that out here. UAL. What is that? United Airlines pushing up as well. All these airline companies are definitely been on a nice little move up. Tesla broke the high, coming back down. We'll test this. What is this? The 1080. Sev dying out here, coming back to this bottom of the 750. Kind of figured that was going to happen. Gary is calling out CGRN. CG. CGRN. Got a little news. Capstone Green Energy lands energy as a service contract with one of the largest North American energy infrastructure companies. Let's see what that company is. 389. Capstone Green Energy Corporation Global. Where is this contract? The contract secured by Horizon Power Systems. Capstone exclusive distributor for Midwestern US and Western Canada during the last fiscal year. Okay, where are the details of this contract though? Service contract with one of these largest North American companies. Okay, we'll just watch it. CGRN. Getting up to $4. Getting a little bit of volume there. Up 19%. $200 moving average for this one is at the 439. So where's the 439 above this thing? 439. 438, my bad. 438, 200 moving average. So that may be a little bit of resistance. 39. Okay. All right. So it's hit a high of day at the 410s. Let's see, looking back at the hour chart, where would the next level of, so it has support here at the 350. May need to come down and test that 350 there. This was 370. Let's see. Previous support. Yeah, about the 350 level. Okay, coming on down. It gapped up from the 343. So yeah, it's gonna have to test down there. Going red on the day. Tesla coming back to the 1080, testing that previous breakout again. A little bit of a big sell-off, but we'll see. Tesla is always strong, even when it sells off. SEV still acting up. Lost all of its volume in these first two candles. Wow, it's not even trying to move. Shorts are getting active on it. Let's see if we see any other call outs. Lauren says SWN just continues to keep moving up. SWN. Oh yeah, man, SWN is on some more stuff. Let me look up the chat and make sure I didn't miss any of these call outs. Tesla. Okay. BTU is under 29. BTU absolutely crushing it on the way down. Sev trying to get back green on the day. Pulling up a little bit. Has a top here of the 789. Where is your high of day? So it actually, the first high of day was 778, which it pulled up above, but will that hold is the question. Getting back under, slipping. That's 778. The SPY did pull back off of that 450 a little bit, taking a little break, coming down, having a little bit of selling pressure back to the 448s, and coming back up here and is resting right under the 449.50. BTU coming down to this bottom here of the 29.18. Yep. So yeah, the shorts definitely are killing that. You could play the backside of the move for the shorts to cover, but yeah, that's dangerous. CGRN giving up the ghost there. Looking like it needs to come back to this 350, but we do have a high of day, so we can look for obvious trends on it. Let me see what else is coming up here. Lori called out CYN. CYN getting a nice little push. Let's look at this one, CYN. It launches a drive mod kit. Let me pull that drive mod kit. All right, shares are trading higher. What is a drive mod kit? So CYNGN deploys drive mod kit. What does it do? What is this thing? Filed a patent in February 2022. A turnkey AV hardware integration module. Its inaugural manufacturing run began coming off of the assembly line in April 2022, containing all the advanced sensors and hardware components needed for AV technology. Okay. Drive Mod Kit is designed to streamline retrofitting of existing industrial vehicles. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing that's, what does that say? Stock Chaser. Stock Chaser. Up a 110% there. $2 stock. Sev continues to come on down. Made that high of day and not looking like it wants to be a winner. Tesla checking back in. CGRN getting on down there. That's a lot of work for that little stock. It gave up all that profit. Okay. Anything new? Sell. UAL. So the low floats are pretty much dying. UAL is still holding up a little bit. And Tesla still floating around that 1080. And then the SPY still finding a little struggle point there at the 440, 49.50, looking like it wants to get over it. We will see. CYN is the stock of the day. We'll see. It might be. I mean, 67 million shares traded, but like it's definitely got the most volume. Look out here on the daily chart for that. CYN has had a couple of rough years, but this little update that they just put out has definitely lifted them out of their little slump. They haven't been out for that long. Doesn't look like. I don't even have 200 a 200 moving average on them. Donnell says IPO November 21st. Yeah, so that thing's definitely not been out for long, but they're getting that news out. They're doing things. They're doing things. Look at this first candle, man. 17 million shares traded on the first 5-minute candle. Oh wow. That is a lot. Let me see where any resistance would be. I call resistance at the 260. Resistance at 260. Let's get up here and put that line in here, 260. Draw my resistance line, 260. You ain't done yet. Get up there and get to that 260. Donnell called bull trap. Yeah, that 260 is the actual resistance. I think it can get up there and we're gonna see even bigger fail at that 260. This is a just getting longs in here because they know they're playing VWAP. So they're gonna buy right there at VWAP, hoping this thing will pop back up. And the most they're gonna get is maybe a 50 cent grind up here to the 260. So they're gonna get right there. That's 211 holding right there. And maybe a good 40 cent run after it consolidates here a little bit. Tesla moving on up to 1090. Looked like it was going up there and just pulled back. So that's doing its thing. Oh, they about to play these retail traders. They about to play them, man. Oh, I think Donnell's right though. This is a nice setup for a bull trap for market makers. Gary Douglas, you looking for it to pull back on CYN? Yeah, it's definitely gonna give you a little bit of a pullback. But I don't know if the thing is, if it breaks down here, it's gonna take a lot of wind out of people that's buying right at VWAP. You know that when they're taught, hey, buy right at this indicator and you'll be all right. They're gonna go down. They're gonna hit these stops at about, what is this, 203? What is this? $2 is the bottom of this candle. We'll see. We'll see. But 260, I'm calling that as a drop spot. It's gonna get drop kicked right there if it gets there. $260. Lori's calling out CYN is just another ride workhorse, Nicola. 2024 to market sounds like they'll be late to the party, shorted to zero. Lori called out REVB. 120 up 16%. MD MDVL. All of these are getting some nice little moves. They got these highs up here. MDVL right at the 200 moving average at the 290s. Was that 200 moving average right there that it kind of showed a little weakness at? Tesla coming back off of those 90s back towards the 80s, cracking straight through the 80s, coming on down here. The first high of day was the 1079. So will it find support at that high of day, or will it go ahead and get down through the body of this indecision at the 1074 level? MDVL. Let me look at the news on this REVB and MDVL. I don't see any recent news. Back on the 14th, it had an option alert, and then before that, the last news was on the 8th, where they got some grants, but nothing really more than that. Okay, and then what's this other one? REVB. They're hosting a investor conference on April 7th, 4:30. That's already happened. And then where's any other news? No other real news other than last month when they were talking about it falling. CYN coming up at 260, man. I'm telling you, that 260 is gonna be something serious for it. All right, MDVL not looking so hot on the 15-minute. I don't think it's gonna be able to compete with these other ones. Exactly, Lori. That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, man, this is like a bunch of manipulation stuff, man. Nothing but manipulation. But I will try to call the drop spots on it. Let's see, REVB. Where could the drop? Well, right now it's within a gap fill. Looks like back here on the chart. Whoops. Yeah. This top here was the 142 on this gap fill. So we'll see if that becomes a little bit of a problem for it. Resistance right across that level. And yeah, maybe if it starts holding that, maybe it can get up to the $2. But I mean, think about your risk to reward. You know, if it breaks that 140 and you enter on a pullback, well, the most that you'll probably get is what, 50 cents, maybe, if this thing really wants to be nice. All right, CYN, man, get up there to the 260 so you can crack down. You got 30 cents. MDVL. I did not look for any spots on this one. Let me look back on the yearly DVL for some better analysis there. Oh, this was one that was at the 200. So the 290 is the spot that's going to give it problems. But if it can push, if it can start to short squeeze above that $3, maybe we'll see a break. But $3 is the spot for that one. Because it's literally, if we look over here, TOS, look at this. Came up here, got sold off. Came up here, more selling pressure, more selling pressure. Can we get that break of 3? Would definitely rock the boat. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. We have a little bit of a flat top across the 290s on the 4-hour. 290. And then a little bit more of a flat top back here at the 280s. So right now, this area is giving it problems. 280s up to the 290s. SPY coming back off of the 449.50 level pretty harshly. The bottom of this is 448.55, which we can put down there as a support. Sev ended up going on down there big time. So take that one off. I just wanted to see that one down today anyway. American Airlines going on down. Tesla breaking down those 74s where I said it was going to probably find a little bit of support there at that previous resistance, or not resistance, previous support level right there. So we'll see what it does in this area. Not really looking at one specific price, but just looking at a area. So 1,065. And then what's the resistance? We'll say 1,000. So a $10 resistance right here. It's made a high of day already. And can we spot a trend here or no? Let's see, trend. I mean, it's definitely going to have to do some work to make a more obvious trend, because this one is kind of weird. It's got like a $20 move back up to the top of the trend. REVB coming on down, facing the mad ferocity of the 150, keeping it down. Again, this $3 is the shorts just loading up on it, gonna push it through China. BTU got a little bit of a bounce back up here, 28.87 back up to the 29.99, but this could just be a little bit of covering before a continuation downwards movement. The high of day was $30, $31 just about. For the resistance. SWN still doing its thing as well. CGRN just could not compete with these other names. MDVL is pushing up. MDVL pushing back into that 290. What was the range I put? 184 up to 290. So 290, 184. Where's 184? So this will be our support. Do we want to see it hold? 284. And then resistance at the 290. Right there. And that's information coming from the 4-hour chart. That's not just I'm looking at this chart. I'm just showing you what I'm looking at on my 4-hour chart. CYN hanging around. Yeah, it did not make it up to that 260 like I thought it could. But getting a little heavy there. SPY going and breaking down the 449s. Let me see what price will be red on the day for the SPY. The 448.41 would be red for the SPY. Right there. Okay. So it's just trying to hold up this level here. CYN. CYN. I didn't even check like the float or anything on these things, man. How big can it move? And profile based out of United States. Autonomous driving software. Statistics. What you looking like out here on the statistics? Okay, shares outstanding. It's a 9 million float, so that's probably why it's getting so much attention. They're looking for this thing to rip, but I don't think it has the potential to. That 260 is gonna put it through the floor. SPY coming on down. Coming down through this 448.64. MDVL failing at this previous spot that I've marked, 290 down to the 284 level. I'm gonna give a nice little pullback here in a second, so be careful if you're in it. REVB, 2 large topping tails on the 15-minute. Lost 20 cents of its value. Too bad that is a big chunk of its value. Definitely taking its little time at this flat top. I really think it can, people are looking for this thing to get to 260, do a bull trap right above this level, maybe to the 275 and then crash it. But at this point, look at it. It's struggling, man. It's struggling. Too much fear. Okay, so the SPY did get down here and just bounce off of this previous level of that the low there, which would make it red on the day. But I still think it's going to end up breaking down this low here. Wow, Tesla down through the lows, or trying to get there. The low of this one was 1061. All right, we're getting test to the bottom here. Can it go ahead and break down to 280s? REVB giving up the ghost. Nice little plunge down there. Now that it's breaking VWAP, guaranteed people are gonna be like, oh no, it broke VWAP. I'm gonna give up on it. We about to see a little flush here through this 275 area. CYN, same logic. We're gonna see a flush. We got 20 cents from the $2 there. Waiting and watching. Really thought that thing could get 260. Donnell, you entered at 234, exit after 3. Three minutes of not trending up. Yeah. Yeah, this one is getting manipulated. It's very low price, so people can just come in and drop 1,000,000 shares on it. Well, as you can see how high this volume is, but how small the range is for the float. If people really valued it, they'll be holding it and pushing it higher, but people aren't valuing it. They're getting in and out. MDVL. Yeah. Okay, BTU on the continuation pattern for the downwards move here. High of day was a 30.87. I think we're going to see a nice little move down. Mark that trend. Nice little move down for the shorts. Back towards the 28.81. SPY trying to pull up off of this low here, trying to hold green on the day, right at that level. MDVL, yeah, getting down to that 275 level. Yeah, all of those are about to give up the ghost here today. SB says CYN has busted. Yeah, that thing, anytime it's getting that much, it's still getting 5 million shares of volume. And that's people just getting in and out, just scalping, trying to get a tenth of a cent here. Probably taking, oversizing, taking like 10,000 shares, 20,000 shares, trying to get a tenth of a cent. What is CGRN doing? CGRN came down here and dipped, but still, like, nobody's looking at it in comparison to these other ones. Nobody's really focused on it. SEV popping back up here, got a little dip, had a previous high at the 779, and the shorts continue to really put it to it a little bit. Oops. Rose from the 729s up here to the 780s. Where's your high of day gonna be? made a high of day, came down, so it moved too far too fast. That's what it did. Okay. So this is the high of day. This is the original trend here. Let me see if I can mark that on a bigger time frame. We should see it fell back within this trend here. Failed this 780 here. Too far too fast. People ready to sell. They're scared. Now let's see if it'll break back under the trend on both time frames. The hour chart hasn't really had us another hour to calculate on. Adder, ATER is trying, Lori says. Adder up 5%, up 12% since it's open. So it came down into this bottom. What was this from? This is from the other day that I was drawing trend lines. So I don't know if that trend line is even valid anymore. That was what, from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days ago. Getting some nice volume as well. I'm going to take some of these ones that's going red and I don't think it's going to come back up off the watch. This one I was checking out for Lauren and Tesla. Still holding that bottom, double bottoming there at that 1060. American Airlines. All right, so let me plop ATER up here. And oh no, wrong charts. ATER, SEV, and MDVL, and RE. I don't even know if I want to continue watching this one. What is this? Nah, that one's dead. Okay, so MDE, Tesla, CYN was the last one. Okay, so let's scoot over here to the 4-hour charts on these so we can kind of see the bigger picture on ATER and on CYN and SEV. Came up here and just hit a little high of day. See if we can calculate anything. MDVL did not hold that level that I marked out here. I just literally drew my lines on these flat tops and just seeing if they will hold these little ranges and start pushing short side of here. So from the 270, 290, and then let's see, SEV, we got flat tops up here at the 825. Where's my drawing tool? Okay, flat top here. Whoops. Boom and boom. So those ranges right there. And then we got these previous bottoms, which, I mean, if it's in a downtrend, those really are going to get tested anyway. ATER, where your resistance at. It's quite a bit of ways away from this top resistance at the 583, but it has a resistance that is coming up to at the 515, right across here. Right there, 515. So looking at those higher time frames, figuring out where that support and resistance is. CYN Pretty much only has this as a resistance. Looking back on that chart, 270, 260 where I had marked it on the other one. All right. So got all those marked down. Twitter pushing the top of range. One Life says Twitter 47s getting blown back down. Twitter came out, had a high of day up here, the 47.35. Very tight little range for Twitter. Did give back a little bit. 47.50 down to the 46.85. ATER finding a little struggle at the $5 level. That's a big mental resistance. $5 level for these little stocks, especially when they break under it. It can become resistance very quickly. MDVL. MDVL came down here to this 269. Had previous resistance at the 250 and at the 273. So it needs to hold up this 273 here, which is kind of holding. But can it compete in volume? There are other things around the same price or lower that are looking a lot better. CYN coming down to this bottom. Made a high of day, tested that high of day around that level, that range of what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes, and now pushing down towards the bottom. Let's jump back over here to TOS. We see that ATR, and these green lines on these 4-hour charts are just the 9 EMA, nothing big, just a little reference point. IMAB. CYN, be patient. It's going under $2. Oh, it's definitely going under $2. It will not survive. Definitely coming under 2. IO. SEV going red on the 4-hour chart. That's no good. Coming on down towards the bottom of the 725. Tesla did crack on through its bottom towards the 1050, making its way down slowly. SCV. So these are the trends that I drew on SCV, and now it's breaking down both trends here. The first trend right here that I drew from that high, it just got up too far too fast, and too much area right here for shorts to actually take advantage of it. What do you want? Okay. Yeah, so it's breaking down this was this 750 level that it's working on right now. Adder trying to hold up that 5, making a high of day there. This break was what, 15 cents right there up to the, well, 20 cents up to the 514-ish level. MDVL lost all interest here. So never did get to 1 million shares traded on any of these candles though. New high of day of the 809 is going to have to show us another trend, a more obvious trend. Twitter has not recovered from its fall back within this range that it tested multiple times, got out of and failed right there at the 46.90. Gary, you said taking a starter on CRXT. Let's see. What can we take note of here on CRXT? Made a high of day here. Has a kind of steep downtrend. It doesn't make a lot of sense how steep that is. It's going to have to try to come back up at least a little bit. CRTX has gone red on the day, so we'll see if it can transition back to green on the day. I try my best to try to stay away from stocks that have gone red on the day if they don't have big catalysts or big reason to come back up. Sometimes I end up trading them anyway and they go bad. Gotta have that strong catalyst to get back out of those red areas. Okay, adder pulling back down through the 5. MDVL continuing to slip. CYN. Twitter. CYN, any pop to 211 and higher profit area. Twitter had a little bit of a pop up there, but CYN, where'd you go? CYN on the hour chart doesn't have much to go to break down that $2. Let's pop back over here to the 4-hour charts. Uh, 170 is a dead zone for CYRN, One Life says. Yeah, 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 it is. And I think it's going to end up going there because it's testing $2 right now, right here. Going red on the hour chart as well. Let's see how strong this push back into this body will be. In on Snap. Let's check out Snap. Oh yeah, it did get earnings. Or it's gonna get. I forgot if that was today or what. Um, Snap. Yeah, Snap's definitely taking a little move down. Trying to get back out of there. Has a high of day of the $31. Has a nice little trend downward. Can't really do an obvious trend on that one. So let's look over here. It's a very steep trend down here to the 3013. Little bit of covering there. And we'll see if it's ready to continue down. Got a flat top of the 30-50. We'll see how it reacts to that level. Will it start to just, get over it and hold it? Or will that become a level of resistance, and will it will it push back within the body, below the body of this previous buy up of the 30-45? 30-45, we'll use it as a little bit of support just to see the action around that price. Okay, ATER slipping away from the $5. Big topping tail on the 15-minute there. MDVL continue to hold around this 275 level, but I mean, what's the probability that's going to push all these shorts out right here with this low volume? CYN continuing to bounce around the $2. Twitter, what you doing? Twitter holding above that 46.90. Selling half of CRTX on VWAP. Let me see, where is CRTX? Yeah, man, a lot of times these things will come up to, they'll get almost the VWAP, and just to throw you off, they don't get there. It needs to get there, man. VWAP is at the 236 right now, literally 4 cents away. So would you rather sell in the range of VWAP, or would you sell at VWAP? Because a lot of times they don't let it get there. It's like almost there and then they step on it. Like watch, 236. 236 is the exact VWAP. Are they going to let it get there? We'll see. 33, 34. It's like, look at that. They're putting their foot down. Come on, man. Like, market makers know the psychology of people. They're like, man, they're trading with VWAP. We're going to let this thing get within an inch of VWAP and then explode it down. Play those mental games, man. Have you confident and then blow you up. Let's see if it'll give you your VWAP, or they're going to continue to try to shut it down. See, they already know people are using VWAP, man. Oh, they're so smart. They're so much smarter. They're just better. And then without a catalyst too, man, they can dump all kinds of shares on this thing. I can just see them pressing the button for 30,000 shares right now short. Just pressing it and pressing it and pressing it. Just oh man. Because most market makers already they study the things, the indicators, the MACD, all of that just to defeat retail traders. They study it every single day. They're like, yep, they're going to be using VWAP on this because it has no catalyst. So they'll just use the indicator to try to get out. Say less. Say less. ATER coming on down. Lori called out SW SWVL. It is in a halt. Let me go look at any kind of news on this SWVL. Shares halted, circuit breaker. Startup acquire controlling stake in Viapool, expand to Latin America. Gambit growth merger. Okay. Let me see what this company is real quick. SWVL. Is this something that can be heavily manipulated? Profile. Software and application located in the United Arab Emirates. Let's see. SWVL Holdings Corp provides mass transit ride sharing services. It offers B2C SWL retail, which provides riders with a network of minibuses and other vehicles running on fixed and or semi-fixed routes within cities. SWL Travel that allows riders to book rides on long-distance intercity routes on either vehicle available through the SWL platform or through a third-party service. So this is three different parts of the company. You got SWL Retail, you got SWL Travel, and then you have SWL Business as a transport as a service enterprise product for businesses, schools, municipal transit agencies, and other customers. The company was founded in 2017 and is based in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. So let me go out here to the statistics of this company. We see that the float is not available. We see that the shares outstanding are above 118 million. So we can kind of predict that the float isn't stupid low. It may be about 30 million, 50 million or higher. Definitely not 9 or 8 million. Let me check some other sources to see if they have a float out here for it. SWBL. Okay, it's not on FinViz. SWBL. Whoa. No kind of shelf registrations on it. Nothing at the short interest. Let's go to Benzinga and see if they have anything on it. Shares halted. So basically the same news that we got. All right. So SWVL. When did it just halt? Should have checked that before I closed that. Where was I? Here. Halted at 10:31:55. Oh, it's been halting. It's halted a couple of times today. 10:04, 10:15, 10:21, and then 10:31. So 10:36 should have. So it's going into a longer term halt there. CYN continuing to hold this little $2 as if it expects to go back up. Volume has fallen all the way off on it. We'll see if volume decreases even under 1 million. Snap. So Snap coming back to this previous support level. Looking for it to snap back through the 30.45 there. ATER, MDVL. Gary said it made it on this one. Yep, CRXT. It did make it, man. Glad for you. Has a flat top right here of the 240s. I think that's going to be a new level of strong resistance there. 240. Adder pumping on down under 5. CYN, man, just holding. Looking for it to break down the body of the $2 and hold under 2. Twitter, kind of a grinder now. What's this? 47.08 up to, so about 30-cent moves per candle. Now closing down its range. Snap getting back under that level. Very steep trend there. See if it can get down here and hold that 30.11. Will be the next spot for it. CRTX formed a little bit of a double top there at the 240 on the 5-minute. Lando, what's up, man? Frameworks will be excited today. Pumping Powell going to be on the mic today. We will see. One Life says eventually the wait. I gotta read from the top for One Life. Let's see. One Life says they set up the algo at those areas to trade against the retail program to take that money. Need heavy volume to counteract the short term against the algo. Eventually, the algo gains back control and puts the ticker back into algo control. That's where the trend is your friend comes from. Those type of stocks, you're trying to fight the trend, easier to trade with the trend. Yes. Daniel B said, or no, One Life said market is leaking, and then Daniel B said not good today. Yeah, one of those days where things are looking very shady. CNCYN play around here, moving 1 cent at a time, has closed down its range a whole lot. So the last move was from the 220 down to the $2. So a 20-cent drop. Can it make a 20-cent reversal though? Can it push those shorts out the same way that the shorts push the longs out? What's the probability of that play? Twitter finding another flat top here at the 47.25-ish area. It did get bought up quite a bit, so I don't know how fast these longs can get pushed out, but I think it's going to have to grind down if it does anything, because this is a lot of buying pressure right here. 45 up to the 47.50, so a $2 move. Gary Douglas, you're looking for it to go above 260 on oh, CYN finally got under $2. Look at there. Finally took that next move down. Okay. So I'm gonna remove that trash. Snap going down there as well. $30. This previous level down here was a 27.62. Had a nice little trend, but we'll see. See what it wants to do here. On CRXT, you're expecting it to get up to 260. I think 240 is gonna be that spot for it. High of day up here at the 262. Got this nice little trend that we can kind of see now on the 5-minute. So let's see if it can start breaking out of that trend and pivoting. And then we also can see high of day over here, 261. Okay. And we'll see if it can start breaking out of that trend, or will it start showing that trend respect. Snap right at the bottom where the lows are. 30.12 looks like a great short area for a little scalp, or maybe even a longer term trade with the way that the steepness of this downtrend. Twitter coming on back down. Okay, where'd the SPY end up? 447 on the SPY. Again, making a double bottom at this level, but that's on the 5-minute. So on the higher time frames, like on the hour chart, we can see what it really looks like. Looks a little dangerous there. Back over here on TOS, our 4-hour charts, we can see ATER could not get past that level, the 515, didn't even get to it. CYN still struggling. SEV continue to try to break that, or is breaking that 750 now. And MDVL still just kind of holding around that 270 level. So all right, so what do we want to move over? CRT going up there trying to test a little bit, but finding a little resistance there, trying to get back up. Basically, it said, hey, if you're going to get out of VWAP, you better get out now, because we are not playing any games with y'all. But now that the volume has reduced so much, like One Life said, the algorithm jumps back in there and really becomes effective at taking your money. Twitter getting a nice dump down there. It's 46 all the way. Yeah, today it's not looking so good for the market, man. One Life, you said I'm shorting Snap right here. I'm gonna get ran over. Did you not see Snap? What? This is a $30 breakdown, dude. This is a whole dollar break about to happen. What do you mean get ran over? This is a perfect short. Very steep downtrend. What's the chances of it reversing this downtrend? Like, why would it do that? Where's the previous level support is all the way down here at the 27. It's got $3 to move down. So once it breaks 30, all it needs to do is pick up a little bit of momentum, put on like some old sneakers, and it'll get going. So that $30 level, it's gonna definitely take some people with it on that $30 break. Breaking down to $30 now. Let's go ahead and get them on down through there. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be holding this. We're too close to earnings to be playing around. CRTX trying to test that trend again. Throwing a little wick up there. So 238s just got hit. Just not able to hold up. And this looks like some algorithmic trading right there. Look how it's moving. Very patchy, like jumping from price to price. Will it give a fake above the 240 then crash back down? Let's see. 240 and then a bull trap and come back down hard and heavy. 240 is what we're looking for. Yep, didn't quite get there. But yeah, that's very algorithmic. Snap continuing on down. Like I said, this is just a short-term little scalp right there. That's what. Just moving on down, grinding down there. Tesla down to the 1052. Twitter. Huh. Okay. Well, we pretty much saw that the market has been quite unpredictable today. Adder gave back everything. Snap. SCB. CRST. So One Life, if you do go long on Snap, are you gonna hold overnight? Are you willing to risk that? Um, One Life, you said it's going into a buy zone on Snap. Going into a buy zone. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess you can call this $3 area a buy zone. Sure. I guess on the on the big picture, yeah, you'll be right. It is in a buy zone, but will it go through this zone on earnings? Will it gap down? Will it gap up? Was the earnings today or is it tomorrow? I forget. Okay. Snap. Earnings. When is your earnings, buddy? Anyway, getting on down through there into this buy range. CRTX getting that push out of that range. Tried it for a little bit. Got a little, what, 5 cent, 7 cent rip over the 40, and there is the give up. That's what I was looking for. Try that 40 and then get absolutely annihilated. Let me see. SPY is continuing down as well. Moved down $1 from that area that we had looked at before. Twitter. Tesla continuing down. All right, CRX about to give up the ghost, baby. Today is just not a day to play with these bots. It is not the day. Stopping right under the 250. Yeah, let's see if it starts to reclaim, get back under this trend, break of the 233 area. That's what we're gonna be looking for. Oh, One Life. I said, what did I say? I said, if you're going long on it, because I know you're long, are you going to hold overnight? Are you going to hold overnight on Snap under this $30? MDVL is getting some pops as well. I see it on the 4-hour chart over here. Let's go check that out. MDVL. MDVL came back and retested this 284 level that was a problem for it earlier. $280s continues to get tested. Oh, you're selling the earnings pop. Got you. Okay. This one's definitely starting to get a little bit of traction. Up 8% since it's open, but it's only up 4% on the day or on the news that it got. So kind of a gapper, 4% gapper. Can it move up more? We don't know. Getting back into this problem area that it had before, finding a lot of resistance in this area. If it's a dud, then I'll eat the trade like a man. I feel you, One Life. Eat that trade. Eat that trade up, man. I mean, at this point, you have to, right? Okay, CCL. Take Tesla off that watch. Probably just going to continue grinding down. Snap. CRXT again coming down to break back down to this downtrend. Definitely had a little bit of excitement there for a moment. Again, we're in this problem area where shorts were loading at first. So let's see if it can consolidate here and get ready for a move up. Or is it going to absolutely get destroyed? Made it back up here to this flat top of the 292. Will it get through that and start holding? So close to $3. 91s. Well, that is the problem area. I guess that's why we call it a problem area. Twitter. Remove all that. Let me go check out my other trades that I'm in over here. What is this? Down 23. Down a little bit. Okay, no problem. We're looking to add to those. Down what, $3 per piece? $3 a piece. But Snap though, coiling off the bottom as people begin to cover again. This is one cover. This is this first cover was almost like a panic cover, and then we got a real move down, and then a actual cover and a real move down, and now those covers are just getting smaller and smaller and starting to just grind its way down under the 30. All right, so are we ready to crack down yet? CRXT still fighting. Man, these guys right here, they playing with this algo. That algo gonna end up taking their shoes. It's definitely fighting over that 233 though. It does not want to break back into this downtrend. Actually, the trend on the higher time frame would be 230, break of the 230. 4 cents away from that break. Holding out there though. I think this thing's about to get spicy to the downside. Snap looks like a delicious oh man, one life. Well, we shall see, man. If you're right, I will applaud you on your expertise, you know. And if you're wrong, I will applaud you on your expertise because you've probably studied Snap a lot more than me. So maybe you know something I don't about how it moves. CRXT continue to hold there at 230, but I still think it's a trap because it's definitely not aggressively moving away from the 230. If we look at the share sizes out here, we see 19,000 at the 238. We see that number dropping there, those 38s dropping off. So somebody's selling into that. Let's see if we can see those numbers go down again to the 38s. Yep, there was a 38. Okay, 40's holding. 38 still has that big size there though to be filled. 39, 39. Oh yeah, that thing that's some algorithmic movement right there. It's not giving you any time to think. Look at that. Look at how it's moving. This snap down is gonna be crazy through the 30. 40 something thousand shares at the 42. That is not good. We should see that break down. 42 break down. Market makers are gonna see them coming in trying to buy that. Make them pay. Look at that. 40. Oh my goodness. Whoever bought that 42,000 shares at 42, woo, feel for them. Let's see if they can outdo market makers here. Can they outbuy the market makers? We see MDVL pushing on up there back to the top again in this problem area. This liquidity in here is getting bought up, and people are willing to buy here in this problem area. We continue to see those little pushes, so may see some continuation on that. But back over here to CRTX. Want to see that thing break on down under the 230. Yeah, 230. Still red on the day. One Life said Red Bull time. So if you have your Red Bull near you or whatever you use to hydrate or fuel yourself, go ahead and grab that. It's about that time. Oh man. Whatever you use. Let's see. So yeah, the pre-market wasn't as exciting as most days, but definitely was some good learning lessons out here. Not just the pre-market, the open. Pre-market and the open. This is looking mighty scary for this break on this 230. Let's get it. Break down that 235. It's a lot. Ooh, 61,000 shares there at the 37. Somebody's an idiot. Or they're entering short. Either they're idiot long or a smart short. Woohoo! Baptize them. 230s. 230s coming back into play hard and heavy. MDVL did break the previous top and is holding out of this problem area. So the liquidity's knocked out of there and it's ready to go higher. High of day was the $3. High of this previous day was the 320. Daniel B, you called out CYN at 184. Daniel B, what? You trading CYN? Hold up, let me go. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Wasn't there a hold on? Wasn't there a stock that halted that I forgot to look back at? SWVL, I believe it was. Oh, well, yeah, that bit the dust. I literally forgot all about that stock. I was just thinking, I was like, wasn't there something that was halted? CYN. One Life said Dane B is not NCYN. All right, so we are breaching the $3 level on MDVL. The $3 level, if I'm not mistaken, let me see. Was that a top back here at some point? MDVL. MDVL. Oh, this is the one that was right at the 200 moving average. Okay, so it is kind of breaking out there. Kinda. But it's definitely facing some problems there still. Just not strong over those levels. All right. Oh, it did come down a little bit. I didn't even see that. Went up there to $3. And yeah, that $3 where I called out was pretty heavy for it. So if it fails this problem level, that's gonna be bad. That's gonna be shorts are gonna get a nice entry here for a failure of this 285 again. Okay, CRTX again making a little double bottom here, but after this failure, it's like I don't know. Let's look and see the trend. Trend there. So yeah, slightly holding up that 30. One Life says you're in CYN. Okay. Let's look at where that is at. I'm pretty sure you're shorting it. There's no way you're going long on that. That risk to reward is ridiculously low. This let's see, VWAP or whatever is at 213, so you could get maybe ugh. That's too big of a maybe. That's just nasty. Snap is holding at the 30 though. So had a high of day. Has a nice little downtrend here. It's coming back up to that trend line. Still very steep. I don't trust it. Small position gambler's money. Got my stop in just in case. Snap, you got real money in. Nice. Whoa, what in the world? Did not mean to do that. MDVL gave up his soul. CYN. Let me jump back over here to where that's at. Just holding these levels real nice and smooth there. Coming down to this previous point of the 170. Let me look at Let me look at this on the 4-hour chart. Still big red on the 4-hour chart, but I mean it's a low risk trade, especially if you say you'll get out at the 170, break of the 170. But I don't know. Down 10% since the open though. MDVL crashed down here to the 284 and starting to hold that to it. Well, may have spoke too soon. We'll see what it wants to do to the downside. Sky, SKYH is up. Did oil go back up or something? Because I remember not really. No. Sky, not really getting much trading. It just made an okay move of $1 and just popped in on the scanners. So nothing big there. Veru, check that one out. Veru made a move though. From the this bottom here, consolidation at the 11, move up to the 12, so a nice little dollar move out there. Okay. Daniel B says, wait. Lori Lee says, One Life, what did you say? Snap was a delete. Wait, the comment may be banned. How's it banned? I don't even see. Wait, I can see the comment. Then again, you can have a moderator. You can have a moderator in the chat, but YouTube moderates as well. YouTube has uh their own moderation system or whatever that works within what's up, Tom B? Yeah, I'm in a trade, a longer term trade, just holding a position, playing uranium. But currently this morning I haven't taken any trades on these stocks. A lot of these stocks have been pumps and dumps, and then I think like maybe one of them had good news, but Veru was the one that's really getting up. It's got 5 million shares, pushing back up to 13 right now, but very low volume compared to some of these low movers. Like CYN was one that got a stupid amount of shares traded on it. It is red on the day. Snap with a stupid amount of not stupid amount of shares, but earnings coming up on Snap. CRXT was another one that we were watching for a while. Got weak, came back up to VWAP, and now is looking like it wants to test back down. The SPY overall has been just grinding down. So yeah, it's just been a pretty much an observation day. No hot news today. Tom. Let me see if Veru got any news today. Why did it end up ripping today? Nope, no news today. Oh, they got a May 20th $10 call option sweep or option alert that they had on them, but no real news there. People just pretty much playing the idea because when Veru was that ticker that was working on a bunch of different cancer medications for multiple types of cancer. And so that was their original move up. CYN up to 189. Still red on the day. There was did I miss a yeah. Daniel B said Bill Ackman lost 45. Whoa, not 45. 450 million on Netflix. That's toilet paper. He ain't worried about that. Um, Let me see. Did it so One Light put that chat back in there again. Did it censor it again, Lori? Could you see that chat? Because I'm pretty sure YouTube, I'm telling you, YouTube does a lot of censoring. One Life said, if Bill can lose 450 million, I can lose 14 bucks on CCYN. Getting back up there to $2. So it did come out of this little pivot here. Had a little nice high of day. Nope, she can't see it, but I can see it. Let me go look at YouTube and see what I can see here. Let me go flip over to YouTube. Oh my goodness, I forgot to do that today. Oh well, forgot to put any kind of thumbnail or anything on this thing today. Okay, so let me see what they're holding for review. It's crazy, man. One Life always says crazy stuff, but that gets blocked. Let me see. Tags. Go ahead. I forgot to do all this today. Okay, what are they censoring? Let's see. Yeah, I can't see it on my YouTube, but since it goes to my Twitch and my YouTube, I can see it from my Twitch channel. So yeah, that's gotta be them doing that. Let me go and see comments. Yep, it's not coming through. Let me go to chats. Pop out chats, toggle timestamps. Streaming tips, staying safe. Okay, content, know what type of content to stream. What about chats? Yeah, they're just doing that. Oh well, there's nothing I can do. I can't even see it on YouTube to put it back in. Oh well. Veru continue to push up there. Nice big green bar. MDVL losing volume in this problem area, which is not good. Can definitely get manipulated back downward. Gary said, wait a minute. Okay, One Life, Amber Heard used a tampon applicator for nose powder. I am done with the internet today. Lori says, I can see Lawrence comment. Much matter of fact, let me go and make sure. Whoa, MDVL just had a little pop there out of this area. It's a nice little pop there. But let me go and look at something else to see if I can fix it somewhere else. Let's see. But Lauren is a moderator, so she's not gonna get hit like that because Lauren, both of her channels are moderator channels. Got it. Okay, I just fixed it. There it is. Let me see. Yeah. There we go. Okay. One Life, put that back in there. I bet it'll pop up now, possibly. Or put something to that effect back in there. MDVL cranking up above $3. Should have fixed that. Okay. Veru pulling back now. CYN. We'll take CYN off of here. I really just don't think it's going to do anything. Snap though, coming back up to $30. See if it can start to consolidate out. CRXT taking off. Just sticking to the ones that are super green today. Let's see if that popped in. Yep, I see that one. Lori should be able to see that one too. Yep. All right. So snap up to $30. MDVL. I don't know what it wants to do, but I see Veru is a lot more interesting right now. Bigger range. This thing is so it's so I don't know what's wrong with that thing. They're having a field day with it. But Veru though. Oh, it is 10:30 though. So at this time, what's up, GD? GD just coming in. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we are just watching Veru, but Spy came on down to the 446, pulled back up off of the 446. So just overall downwards movements in the market today. Um Over here on TOS, we do see quite a bit of green in the some of these companies, the bigger companies, not a whole lot of red, so that's good. Let's see. GD, you hate abusers that beat their spouses and then claim to be the abused just because they are female. She severed his finger and ruined that poor man. Yep. She sure did. I saw the court hearing. That man looked like broke glass. But anyway, let me see. GD had an appointment, and yeah, we just been chilling out, watching the market kill people. You know, another day in the graveyard. MDVL slowing down up here around the $3 level. This will be the third time that it's, or wait, the fourth time it's been up here. Veru finally pulling back as well. Yeah, that thing's got a lot to work to do. All right. Well, it is 10:30. We've definitely looked over the market. Veru may be a play later on in the day, but it just had no news. I think anybody that wants to get out of it is giving them a chance to get out, but um maybe there'll be something that'll come up with some news tomorrow, but tomorrow is what, Friday? Tomorrow is Friday, so end of the week, we'll have to see what happens. No trades for me today. I'm just holding my plays on uranium. And that's about it. But anyway, glad you got to join, GD. I'm about to get off of here and go and get something to eat. Cause boy, my stomach's been growling and the market's just making me hungrier and hungrier. Today was a super short day. But appreciate you guys for tuning in, dropping your chats. GD, I don't know what your appointment was about, but hopefully it went well. And you can check out Framework Fortune. The website, we do have a Discord you can get into. I'll drop those articles dealing with the uranium over there in the Discord. And what else? Framework Fortune, Discord, website. If you're not subscribed, you can consider subscribing. If you're on Twitch, appreciate you for joining as well. You can make sure you hit that follow button if you enjoyed the content. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.